Making you look less homeless.
Grooming my beard?
Yeah.
Thank you. Like a monkey. Can we please record a video?
You messed up my hairs.
There are literally dozens of people waiting on us to create compelling content. Most of them are our family. That's all right. You ready?
Yeah.
And action. Hello friends, welcome to LeggLife. In today's video, we are going to talk about something that we absolutely love. This week, in the mail, Sherry, what did we get?
Our new passports, because mine was expired as of last month, and his was
coming up pretty soon. So we got our new passports in the mail.
Shiny.
And obviously we got the new passports because we're going to France in 35 days. So we got new passports. But a new passport really is like a blank canvas, right? It's an
all of these pages.
Yeah, it's an opportunity to like start fresh and to dream about what this could be filled with. And so in today's video, that's what we're going to talk about. We're going to give you 5 places each that these are kind of like dream vacations. These are places that 10 years from now, in 2027, when these passports expire, we would love to see stamps from these places.
We're not saying they're going to happen, but if we could dream, if money was no object, if we didn't have to go to our jobs.
Yep, this would be like, again, 10 years from now, these are the stamps we want to see. Sherry has 5, I have 5. Disclaimer at first, as we already mentioned, France would have been on our list, on both of our lists for sure.
But it will be in there. It'll
but it will be in there,
new stamp.
So we didn't include it. So Sherry, I'm gonna let you go first. The 5 stamps you would love to see in your passport.
In no particular order. England. I would love to go to London, and I want to see like the countryside and just the history of it. It just fascinates me.
I agree.
Australia. I've seen these pictures of beautiful places in Australia, like the Sydney Opera House, and I would just love to actually see that stuff in person. Yeah. Canada. I've been to Canada, but and I've actually also been to Vancouver, specifically where I would like to go. I would like to go with him. I really loved it. I was there for work several years ago, and actually 10 years ago, which is the last time I had to update my passport, and I would love to go again. Switzerland. My dad's side of the family is from Switzerland. My maiden name is very Swiss, and so I would love to go just for the ancestry, I guess. And Italy, for the history of it. I just, it's Italy.
So we collaborated a little bit on this list, just making sure that there weren't duplicates.
Because there were a couple.
Because there definitely were a couple. The duplicates on our list, Italy, again, I love food and I love history. Italy. England as well. Like, I really want to see, like, Parliament, Big Ben. Look, kids, you get the reference? Yes.
I get it.
My thing that I love you included on the list is Canada. Like, living in Alaska or in the United States, like, Canada's
literally right next door.
Literally right next to us. But I do agree. I think that sometimes Canada gets, like, overlooked. When you think about, like...
Because it's so close.
That's right.
Like, it's, you know, it's not a place that people would normally want to go, I guess. But it's... Yeah. I really liked it. I thought it was beautiful and really kind of artsy. And...
I want to go to Vancouver and I want to do Victoria. I've heard Victoria's beautiful.
Yes.
So I completely agree with Sherry's list. Here is my list. Hopefully that will make it into this passport. Again, no particular order. Number 1, Cuba. Cuba is huge for me. Not huge for you. This might be the one on the list that is not a crossover.
No, you've got another one.
Here's the reason. Oh, that's right. Here's the reason I want to go to Cuba so bad. I am so fascinated by the fact that it literally stopped in time, right? Like when the embargo happened, like Cuba is like 1950s. Now, political stuff aside, I completely don't agree with the government there, don't agree with the regime. I think that they are just absolutely horrible, and change has to happen there. But for me, it's like the last place in the world that is like that. You know, and it's like, I want to go to Cuba before like all the Marriott hotels get there and Hilton gets there. I want to go to Cuba soon so that I can see it as it is before capitalism comes in and takes over, kind of. So Cuba definitely on my list. Next on my list, Argentina. Argentina is fascinating to me because of the kind of the morphing of Latin and Spanish influences. Like, I think when you're talking about that part of the world, Argentina would be my go-to place for there. Number 3, this is probably the one that is also not a crossover, Israel. Israel may be #1 on my list.
Now,
if
for
I'm
the
honest.
history of it, I would like to.
The terrorism and
The danger of it kind of
scares
makes
you.
me think no.
See, for me, I want to go so bad. Like, the thought of being, like, baptized in the Jordan River, and the thought of, like, seeing where Jesus walked, and just from, like, a faith element for us to, I've heard people talk about how, like, visiting Israel is where the Bible started to come alive, because things that we've literally read for years, it's like, oh, this is where it happened. So, for that, I'd love to see. #4 for me is Spain. I think Spain sounds awesome.
My sister was there and her family a few years ago, and
We have good friends that are going later this year.
Yep. Just
like eating seafood and drinking wine. That's up my alley. And the last one for me is South Africa. There are tons of places in Africa I would love to go. Unbelievable amount of countries. But something about South Africa for me has always just felt very like drawing. Like I don't know, it looks beautiful. Photos I've seen. I've watched a lot of YouTube videos about South Africa. So those, imagine that. I watched a lot of YouTube videos pretty much about everything. So those are the 10 places. England, Australia, Canada, Switzerland, Italy, Cuba, Argentina, Israel, Spain, and South Africa. I'm not gonna lie, that sounds pretty awesome.
Yep.
If our travel included even half of those places in the next 10 years,
Success.
we'd be doing pretty well. I think we've shared this in other vlogs. You guys know we love to travel. Travel is one of our absolute favorite things to do. A couple of reasons. One, we travel really well together. Like, I love traveling with Sherry. I think she likes traveling with me.
I do.
We kind of travel the same way. We like the same things when we travel. And so we've done a lot of traveling domestically. I would love it if the next 10 years, these little things got filled up more.
Yeah, I agree. Because, you know, it was a little bit sad, actually, looking back through our passport that we just had to get renewed, because it was literally my Vancouver trip in Ireland.
Sad. That's,
you know, amazing. Like, Ireland was amazing.
No doubt.
And it almost made the list, because I really, really want to go back.
Of all the places we've gone together in the world, that's the place we want to go back to.
Yes.
For sure.
So much so.
Yeah.
But those were the only stamps that we had in our passport.
That feels like a
thought that's really sad.
It feels like a waste of a passport.
It does.
So, we want to know in the comments below. You don't have to give us 5, give us 1, give us 3. If you could put a stamp in your passport of anywhere in the world, where would it be? Like, where do you guys want to go? And then have you gone somewhere that you thought was amazing? Like, tell us. We're always looking for new places. Yep. There were so many places as we were making this list. Like,
we were both like, ooh, oh, that needs, oh.
Yeah, it was like, we could have.
It was hilarious.
We basically could have made like an hour-long video listing probably 75% of the countries in the world. Right, yeah. And so tell us below. We'd love to know, where have you traveled? Where do you want to travel? For us, 35 days until we get our first stamp in these brand new passports. I cannot wait to vlog Paris. Like, I'm so excited to share that experience with you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Give this video a thumbs up. Subscribe to our channel if you have not. And we will see you guys soon.